Good afternoon and welcome back to the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. We are getting ready for the under-18s final between CoLA and Ipswich. We've already had some amazing games so far this morning in the under-16s, and we'll be getting underway shortly for this under-18 women's final. So on your screen now you can see the Baltic Stars, who were just named the under-16 boys champions, celebrating their win. And a huge performance from them in a big win over the Sussex Storm. So massive congratulations to them. Also on the Basketball England YouTube channel, at the moment you can watch the Manchester Magic taking on the London Warriors in the under-14 boys final that's taking place. So get your split screens up and watch both of these games at the same time. So this game, it's going to be a rematch of last year's final between Ipswich and CoLA Southwark Pride. CoLA won last year a relatively big win, 77-46. And they are going to be looking, Ipswich are going to be looking to try and turn that around this time and take that trophy back down to Ipswich. So these two teams did meet earlier in the season in the National Cup, and Ipswich won that one. Yasmin Edwards was the MVP with 27 points and 7 rebounds, and they found a way to stop CoLA in that final. They really just clogged the paint inside, and we'll see if CoLA have looked to adapt a little bit to that, or if Ipswich are going to try the same game plan or try something a little bit different. But coming into this one, Ipswich finished second in the Southern Premier Division with a 7-3 record. They knocked out the Manchester Mystics in the semi-final yesterday, 88-80. And Yasmin Edwards had a huge game, 20 points, 11 assists. And Louisa Gibbons adding in 17 points, 19 rebounds, 12 of them were offensive. A huge game from her. And for CoLA, they finished 10-0 unbeaten in the South Premier Division, taking out the City of Birmingham Rockets in the semi-final yesterday, 61-39, behind 12 points, 7 rebounds from Felicia Jacobs, and 9 points and 5 rebounds from Freya Hawkins. They are going for their 6th straight under-18 title today. Last year's was their 5th, and that's just an example of such a successful program, such a successful organisation. The City of London Academy Southwark Pride. We see them represented through so many different levels of competitions. We've seen them in the academy finals, as I mentioned before. We're up here in the under-18s finals. They've got representation in the under-16s here this weekend. Just a real great achievement for a program that really nurtures the talent, and some great coaching staff they have there in Coach Jackson Gibbons and Brian Naguru, and a real great ethos for the team. On the Ipswich side, we see Coach Nick Drain with his assistants Danny Manning, John York and Josh Carson. Such an established coach. And again, the Ipswich programme, just another example of the success of programmes that we have in this country. And it's going to be great to see these two teams match up. We're going to tip off in around 3.5 minutes time. But while we do, the starting fives for Ipswich will be Yasmin Edwards, Liv Forster, Olivia Manning, Christabel Osorobo and Louisa Gibbons. And for CoLA Southwark Pride, it will be Glory Cabia, Shay Oyuele, Felicia Jacobs, Violet Stutz and Esther Kersite. And on the other court here, this is again, it isn't being live streamed, but we can see it on the other court. It is the 3rd, 4th place playoff between the Manchester Mystics and the City of Birmingham Rockets. That is currently tied at 7 apiece. And Jo Vorliotis looking like she picked up where she left off yesterday, knocking down some threes. But back on court to today's game. So, Adam, the matchup between these two teams, we've seen it a few times throughout the season. Ipswich, we know they're a team that like to shoot, and they're also a very fast team. Now, yesterday in the game against the Mystics, they didn't hit as many from three as we usually see, yet they still were able to come away with a win after a high-scoring game. So if they get going today, it is going to be a problem for CoLA.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we know that Ipswich, any team that they have with Liv Forster in it, they like to shoot from outside. You know you're going to see a huge percentage of their shots coming from beyond the arc. And if Liv Forster gets going early, then it spells danger for any team. Of course, there's Louisa Gibbons as well. We've seen her time and time again. She's a really, really talented player, big threat at 6'2". But over on the CoLA roster, Esther Cursite's somebody that we've seen and talked about a lot over the last couple of years at 6'3". She's a huge part of their plan. And Felicia Jacobs, again, we've seen plenty of her. We know that what she's capable of. So, yeah, I mean, it's an even matchup in a lot of ways, but I think a lot of it's going to come down to what happens beyond the arc, in all honesty, because it's obviously such a huge part of Ipswich's game.
It is definitely, yeah, and we know, as you say, Liv Forster is a problem when she gets going from three. And Liv Forster and Louisa Gibbons, obviously teammates on Ipswich, but they were together at the England Under-18 Four Nations tournament just a few weeks ago in Cardiff. They were teammates there, alongside Violet Stutz and Felicia Jacobs on the CoLA roster. So players that have been familiar with each other, being teammates, and now rivals.
Yeah, and at this level of basketball, it's the same for the girls and the boys. You know, these guys see each other at international camps, and I'm sure they're all tight and good friends. But as soon as it comes to Final Four basketball, all friendships get put on hold. Showtime.
So, as you said, Adam, the key to this is going to be from behind the arc, and we know CoLA are such a defensive-minded team, and they're a real all-round team. They tend to spread the scoring around a lot. And what Ipswich did in that final back in January at the National Cup was they know CoLA don't shoot as much from the outside. They do have some good three-point shooters, but they don't shoot as many as Ipswich. They almost forced CoLA to take those outside shots by really clogging the paint inside, and it worked really well for them as they came out on top in that one.
Yeah, well, good defence has always been CoLA's meal ticket. You know, you talk to anybody around British basketball and talk about CoLA, and defence is one of the first things that comes up. Whereas if you talk to a lot of people about Ipswich, offence is often what comes up. So that's what makes for these games between these two clubs to be really exciting. They both know each other pretty well. So let's see what the coaches have got to give.
So just looking at the tip, it will be Louisa Gibbons for Ipswich and Felicia Jacobs for CoLA. And ball's up, we're underway. First pass out to Stutz, who just lays it in under the basket.
Wow.
That gets CoLA on the board. Edwards passes out, and that's just going to be a step out of bounds. So the ball goes back with CoLA. Stutz looking to inbound. Gets it over to Jacobs. Could be a controlling things for CoLA. Puts up the three and doesn't go. Gibbons jumps in for the rebound, and Adam, so Louisa Gibbons, she can score. She is a player that can score a lot, but the impact that she has doesn't necessarily have to be on the scoring side. No. She is such a presence inside, and this is something we saw at the Under-18 Four Nations. Her and Felicia Jacobs on the same team was a problem for other teams.
Wow. And also, of course, Yas Edwards for Ipswich. We've seen her a number of times. She's a tough player too.
She absolutely is. And the MVP of that cup final back in January.
Yeah.
She had a big game yesterday. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 4 steals. Kabir looking for some help here. Into Jacobs. Jacobs drives, kicks it out. OULA. Three's too strong. Edwards for Ipswich, powering down the court, drives all the way to the basket.
Well,
can't get the finish, but gets the foul call.
There you go. She's one of those players, much like from this morning's broadcast, Alex Hernandez. Once she gets the ball, she just drives down the floor. Not many people can stop her, and she's either going to hit that layup or she's going to draw contact and be at the foul line.
Yeah, such a difficult player to guard against. She's playing WEABL and Division 1 as well as the under-18 level this season, averaging 7.3 points per game, 5.1 rebounds. As the first one doesn't go. Second one is good, and that gets Yasmin Edwards and Ipswich onto the scoreboard. Stutz looking to inbound, gets it into Kabir. Ipswich putting on the pressure here defensively as Oyewole kicks it out. Around to Stutz. Stutz is a problem from three for this CoLA team. Very strong three-point shooter. She's all alone there in the corner as Oyewole pulls up for three. That one's no good, but Stutz is there for the rebound and drops it back in. And that's 4 points for Violet Stutz. Forster spins, kicks it out. Gibbons threes up, doesn't go. And the rebound's just tapped. And that is going to be back with Ipswich. Great pass inside to Gibbons, working against Jacobs, turns, spins, can't get the hook shot to fall. Kersite pulls the rebound down, but so does Gibbons, and it's going to be a jump ball. And looks like Gibbons just may have taken a bit of a hard knock as she fell to the floor. Hope she's okay, looks like. Yeah, just a bit of a tough knock.
She's one tough cookie though, Kaz. We've seen her go down like that before in games. She'll be okay. She's holding her shoulder a bit though.
And Gibbons and Kersite fighting for the ball. And it's going to go back the way of CoLA. So just under 8 minutes to play here in the first, and CoLA have a 4-1 lead over Ipswich. Oyewole over to Stutz. Now that's knocked out of bounds. Olivia Manning putting the pressure on, getting her hands in to knock that out. Oyewole driving the lane. Shot doesn't go. Float is a bit short. Looked like Gibbons got a bit of a hand on that one to knock it out.
Possibly, yeah. We can see the replay.
Oyewole, yeah, I think
she might have got a little bit of it there.
As we see it, Ria Saga into the game for the first time. Shea Oyewole is headed to the bench. Big three for CoLA. Glory Cabia at the buzzer. Osorobo. She's blocked by Kersite. Gets it over to Stutz. Cabia driving. Pulls it back out. Round to Stutz. Into Kersite. Back out. Shots up, and that's too strong. As Edwards pulls the rebound down, she's got Forster ahead of her, and just couldn't quite keep up with the ball.
Sometimes these players are so fast down the court, they just lose control of the ball. Yasmin Edwards certainly demonstrating that there. Cabia over to Stutz.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Saga driving out to Kabir. Round to Stutz again. Stutz puts up the 3 and hits. That's what I'm saying with Violet Stutz. She's a problem from 3 if you give her some space.
She is.
And Stutz, she was 10th in 3-point percentage in the WEABL this season. Shooting 31%. And that is going to be a foul call on Ipswich. That's an offensive foul call, and that's going to be the first on Gibbons.
Saga went down real hard there.
And that's tough to take a charge. CoLA up to a 9-point lead here in the first. It's picked up by Kersite. Kabir round to Stutz. Kabir for 3. No good. And Jacobs chasing it down, taps it in, but it goes into the hands of Ipswich. Gibbons round to Manning on the baseline. Gibbons gets it back. Fires the 3 and hits. Louisa Gibbons with a big 3 for Ipswich. And this Ipswich defence smothering down here, picking up a full court. Saga gets it over to Jacobs, who drives and scoops it in.
Great footwork there. Oh.
Pass just a bit too strong on the other end. And Felicia Jacobs, Adam, for me, she is one of the most exciting young forwards that I've seen play. She's we saw her at the Under-16 National Cup with the Haringey Hawks last year, MVP of that, and made the move over to City of London. And she's just a very talented young player. Yeah, her footwork inside.
Yeah. No, incredible talent.
Saga to Stutz. And that is going to be an 8-second violation. So Ipswich really piling the pressure on defensively, picking up full court, forcing CoLA into a turnover there.
Well, Ipswich kind of playing CoLA at their own game there. That's usually what you see from CoLA doing to other teams. So Ipswich doing a good job on them there to force that turnover.
They just need to be able to convert on the other side as Gibbons kicks it out to Osorobo. 3's up, and that is good. Nothing but net.
Seems to stay in the air forever. Wow.
The hang time on that.
Yeah.
Puts the lead to 5. And that's exactly what Ipswich needed. You know, they've been doing the job defensively. They just need it to come on the offensive side. OULA into Stutz, kicks it out. OULA for 3. That one's just a bit short. Chases down her own rebound. Steps through, out to Kersite. On the baseline, loses it. It's Forster that comes up with it. Over to Gibbons. Osorobo driving to the basket. That's a tough move, and she finishes. 3-point game. Saga over to OULA. Hands it off to Stutz. Saga driving inside, kicks it out to Jacobs. She loses it on the pass out, so it's going to go back with Ipswich, and Ipswich with a chance to tie here on this possession. Osorobo. Over to Edwards. Forster for 3. Nails it! And Liv Forster with a big 3 ties the game at 12. Stutz being chased down. Ball's knocked out, going to stay with CoLA. And we'll see Aaliyah Clark check into the game as Esther Kersite heads to the bench for CoLA. OULA steps through to the basket, off the glass, gets the friendly roll. That's a tough move from Shea. And Saga picks it off.
And once again, Ipswich smothering CoLA there. CoLA manages to get it over into the other half, though.
Stutz around to Saga. She tries a 3. That's too strong. Manning with the rebound. Edwards gets it over to Forster, and it's just knocked down. And when you have 2 players like you do here in Yasmin Edwards and Liv Forster, they are 2 fast guards.
Yeah.
They're going to steal the ball, get out into transition, and it's very, very tough to guard against.
Yeah, I mean, if you try and get into a foot race with either of them, you're going to struggle. But then again, this is CoLA. They have some fast players too.
Absolutely. And at the moment, CoLA with just a 2-point lead after being up.
Just taking a look over on court 2. The scoreboard reads 15-14, I think in favour of Manchester Mystics in that 3rd place player. So it looks like there's a tight game going on over there. And then in the back room here at Bellevue, the game is just underway between the Magic under 14s and London Warriors. Magic currently 2-0 up. But keep it locked here on the Basketball England YouTube channel, and you can get action from all around the Final Fours. I apologise, it's actually 10-8 to the Magic against London Warriors in the boys' final.
And after this game, we will have the under 18 men's, which will be the Manchester Magic against the London Elite. And the under 14 girls final, the Manchester Mystics against Richmond Knights. But back on court here, it is CoLA with a 2-point lead over Ipswich. 3:02 to play in the first quarter. Violet Stutz leading away with 7 points so far. Forster working against Stutz, hands it off to Manning. And that pass inside was knocked down. Not sure if they were looking for the baseline cutter on that one, but Ipswich will get the ball back. As Yasmin Edwards will inbound. Oh, Edwards over to Osarobo, who had space underneath the basket. That worked really well for Ipswich. And again, the pressure here from Ipswich picking up full court as Forster, Gibbons, Edwards and Clark all dive on the ball for the jump ball, and it's going to stay with Ipswich. So a chance to take the lead here for Ipswich as Freya Hawkins checks in and Violet Stutz goes to the bench for CoLA. Forster into Edwards. Gets it back. Forster driving, great handoff underneath the basket to Manning. Just lays it in and Ipswich take the lead. And Hawkins over to Oyuwele, needs to get it across the line, and that will be an 8-second violation.
I get the feeling that Coach Nick Drain has said, right, we're going to play CoLA at their own game here. We're going to press them to the brink, and they've done it. That's the second violation, but really impressive press from Ipswich so far, Kaz.
Yeah, it has been, and it's been difficult for CoLA to try and break that.
Yeah, they won't be used to having a team that sort of play them at their own game as well as that.
Obviously, you put the press on, you run the risk of having players open down at the other end, but it's worked well for them so far, as Gibbons gets the handoff underneath the basket, but can't finish. Oyuwele nearly loses it, gets it over to Hawkins. Jacobs was calling for it underneath the basket. Out to Saga, 6 seconds on the shot clock, turns. Oyuwele thought about the 3, 2 seconds to shoot, hands it off to Jacobs, and Jacobs draws the foul right underneath the basket at the buzzer. So Felicia Jacobs going to head to the line. And we have a substitution at Ipswich as Olivia Manning checks out. And Kerris Leach comes into the game, and Kerris Leach also playing under 16s as well, so she's already played a game today. Played yesterday in 2 games in the semi-final against Manchester.
Yeah, these kids are incredible. Just the fitness and stamina that you got to have to play one of these games, let alone 2. I just see over, you know, on the other court there, you see Maisie and Irene playing their second game within what, 2 hours.
Yeah, you don't get much chance to rest.
No, you don't.
Speaking to Irene after the game, said she was going to go stretch and then get ready.
Yeah.
So tie game back at 16. Forster over to Osorobo, and it's picked off by Hawkins, and Edwards just smothering Hawkins down there. OULA over to Saga, short jumper, that's no good, and you see that's and Jacobs with it, and what opportunity. Felicia Jacobs puts it back in, and that's what we've seen her do so well all season long, all last year, since people have been watching her. She gets that offensive board, puts it back in, and she's so crucial for those second chance points for whatever team she's playing on. England's CoLA, Haringey.
That's her game, that's what she does, and it's what she's doing today.
Free throw short, it's chased down by Osorobo. Leach, pass into Edwards, and that'll be a foul call on Hawkins. She looked to go in for to try and force a jump ball. Foul is called. So that's just going to be her first. End line Ipswich ball. Both teams on 3 team fouls as Violet Stutz checked back in, and Ria Saga heading to the bench for CoLA. Leach looking to get it into Osorobo. Out to Forster. Forster steps back, round to Gibbons. And that's going to be an offensive foul call. That will be on Gibbons, so that's going to be her second. And that takes Ipswich to 14 fouls, you can just see there. It was just a little dip of a shoulder. So Gibbons will have to sit for the last minute here as Clark drives to the basket, gets it to roll in. Edwards hands it off to Manning. Osorobo forces there, three's up and no good. Ball's knocked out, but he's going to go back with CoLA. Stutz looking to get it in. Ipswich still picking up full court here. OULA over to Clark. Jacobs underneath the basket, steps round between 2 Ipswich players. Can't finish on that one. It's picked up by Edwards. She's got Forster ahead of her. Edwards going all the way, lays it in.
Wow, what a great basket. The way she managed to control the ball in this half, make it all the way down the court for the easy lay-in. Great play there from Yaz Edwards.
And Stutz answers at the other end, just lays it in for CoLA. Forster, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Forster driving all the way to the basket, banks it in at the buzzer.
That'll do it.
And Liv Forster brings Ipswich to within 2. So at the end of the first quarter, CoLA have a very slim 22-20 lead over Ipswich. Ipswich having overcome a 9-point deficit early on.
Yeah, I think we knew we were in for a close game here, Kaz, and that little lead at the start didn't really mean anything because these 2 teams are going to go neck and neck throughout.
This is what we expect from both of these teams.
Absolutely.
So leading all scorers is Violet Stutz with 9 points. And Christabel Osorobo has 7 on Ipswich.
As you'd expect, Ipswich have been going to the 3, but not as much as you think. 3 from 5, 60%. Usually by now, Ipswich are sort of already knocking on the door of double figures in 3-point shots. But Liv Forster has hit 1 so far, and I'm sure she's going to be winding herself up to get some more in the game. 2 from 9 isn't as good a stat for CoLA, 22%.
And well, it's been working for Ipswich going inside. They've had real success with that, and you see them on the fast break as well. Yasmin Edwards just towards the end of that first quarter just breaking out and being able to run the entire length of the floor and finish just there. We see her lay it in. And Forster doing the same as she banks it in. And that's why Ipswich is such a difficult team as well to play against, because they have that in their arsenal. You know, they do like to shoot the three, but they can go inside as well.
Of course they can.
We've got a player like Louisa Gibbons inside. It's natural to want to drop that in.
You'll see now and again as well, Gibbons will also run the floor if need be. If she comes up with a rebound and wants to go coast to coast, she's got the ability to do that too.
So coming up after this game, it will be the under-18 men's final between the Manchester Magic and the London Elite, along with the under-14 girls final, which is the Manchester Mystics and the Richmond Knights. A lot of representation from Manchester in the finals this weekend. It's always good to see.
Yeah, always is.
So back on court for the second quarter. It's going to be CoLA ball to start things off. Got a chance to increase the lead here. Jacobs kicks it out to Stutz. And it's knocked out by Edwards. Edwards nearly stole that one away. Had 4 steals in yesterday's game, has 1 so far today. Oyuele on to Hawkins. Stutz in the corner, steps back, threes up, and that's too strong. Almost like she had a bit too much time.
Yeah.
Stutz is usually a quick catch and shot player as Edwards drives to the basket, draws the foul though.
She did all the hard work there. She managed to bring down the ball. It was quite high up and she managed to get hands on it. Did a beautiful job of bringing it down. And she's disappointed that she couldn't finish there, but picks up the contact to shoot 2.
And that is going to be the second foul for CoLA on Freya Hawkins. So she's going to have to, oh no, she's going to stay in, and it is Violet Stutz that will head to the bench as Glory Kabir comes in. So Edwards at the line for 2. First one spins out. Second one bounces out as well. And Hawkins chases down the rebound for CoLA. Over to Oyuele. She's going to reset. And threes up. And no good. And Shea Oyuele as well. Adam also playing on that under-16 Haringey Hawks team with Felicia Jacobs. So a couple of players that have got history together. As Edwards can't finish on that shot. Jacobs over to Clark. Clark with a tough shot, can't finish. Osorobo with the rebound. Forster's way ahead all alone under the basket and lays it in. That takes Liv Forster to 7 and ties the game at 22. We've got a real back and forth game on our hands today.
We certainly have.
And Manning dives in there, knocks the ball out of bounds, but this hustle, this pressure that Ipswich is showing is great to see. There, Manning just gets a hand on it, knocks it out.
Well, definitely. Again, the other thing that you got to remember is now we're in under-18s territory. For some players, this is going to be their last hurrah, the last dance.
It is, yeah. I hate it when you say that to me. It makes me.
I know, it makes you sad, doesn't it? But obviously, we're going to be seeing plenty more of them.
That's true. Forster's threes up, and that's too strong. Edwards chases down the rebound. Oh, Edwards steps through to the basket, scoop layup and drops it in. What a move from Yasmin Edwards. And Ipswich are ahead by 2, and the Ipswich supporters section is getting loud. We can see Ethan Forster over there with his drum. He flew back from Greece several hours ago.
He knows, Dad Jim's there smiling. He knows that when we look over in that direction, we're looking very much at what percussive instrument Ethan's got with him. Last year he had a cowbell, and he was sat literally on the seat next to me and Stan from the commentary, so all we could hear was a cowbell throughout. So it just wouldn't be a tournament Without Ethan Forster here.
And again, it's always so great to see the support in the crowd, the travelling support. Again, Ipswich and the City of London are not close by, are they? People have made the journey over.
Yeah.
And not a quick trip, is it? But again, it's so great to see the support. All the families, friends, supporters in the crowd. We've got Ipswich up here with banners. CoLA haven't got a banner. You need a banner, CoLA.
Yeah, it's a great day out for everybody involved. A lot of red behind us, though.
Making a lot of noise. And we had the boys under 18, sorry, the men's under 18 CoLA team yesterday playing. Yep. They're going to be playing. They'll have a third place playoff against Haringey at 6:45 today. So back on court, 24-22, Ipswich lead. 8:18 to play in the second. Forster with the inbound. Oh, great handoff. And just laid in by Manning. Saga is called for the travel after Ipswich. Again, putting the pressure on in the backcourt. And we'll have a substitution. Lavelle Green checking in. Ria Saga heading to the bench for CoLA. Forster. Pass inside to Knockdown. Green comes up with it. And Forster picks it up. He's got Manning calling for it over the other side. Three is up, and that's no good. Bounces out, and it's tipped into the hands of Yasmin Edwards. As Manning steps through, out to Edwards. Shot's a bit flat. Osorobo stepping through. Can't get the ball to drop. But Ipswich absolutely relentless on the offensive boards. As Oyewele comes up against Forster. Kicks it out, and Oyewele will get it round to Stutz. Oyewele with time. Three's up, and no good. And this is maybe a little bit similar to what we saw in January. Ipswich not defending as closely out to that three-point line, taking their chance instead inside to stop CoLA being as dominant as they like to be inside. So the Ipswich ball, 4-point Ipswich lead. Manning to inbound. Over to Forster. Forster working against Stutz. And it's stolen away by Jacobs. Forster taking the charge.
Well, she did really well there because she came down the floor. She knows that the pass that she put through wasn't quite good enough, but then she stood her ground and she forced a turnover. Great play from Liv Forster.
Edwards, round to Gibbons. Gibbons' pass is knocked out by Jacobs. You see that's the presence again, the height advantage that Jacobs has. Puts her arms up, just knocks the ball out of the way. So 6 seconds on the shot clock for Ipswich. Manning to Forster. Forster for three. No good. And it's pulled down by Jacobs. Gets it over to Stutz. Stutz working against Gibbons. Out to Kabir. Apologies, that's Green.
Oh, great hustle. Edwards hustling away there.
Steals it away. Well, tries to steal it away.
We got the perfect view of that, Kaz. She was pressuring there. Managed to do just enough to force the turnover.
She's been absolutely relentless. You can see there. Gets a hand on it, and then Lavelle Green called for the reaching foul. That's going to be her second. So CoLA on 3 team fouls already this quarter. Just 3.5 minutes played. And Edwards hits the first. bounces out. So apologies, that was an unsportsmanlike call, not just a regular foul, so it means Ipswich will have the ball as well. Stutz. ULA to Green, and ball's loose. Gibbons round to Edwards. Out to Gibbons. Gibbons for three. Shot doesn't go. OULA over to Stutz. And Violet Stutz driving all the way to the basket. In off the glass. Osorobo. Oh, great handoff to Edwards, who finishes underneath the basket. That takes Yasmin Edwards to 8 points. Stutz over to Jacobs. OULA, and it's knocked out. Intercepted by Osorobo, picked up again by Green. Stutz for three. No good. Edwards comes up with it for Ipswich. And Yasmin Edwards, my goodness, she's putting on a show today. Spin move to the basket. OULA with that great hands-off to Kersai.
What a beautiful assist there.
And we're just going back and forth here. Have a substitution. Glory Cabia and Aaliyah Clark checking in for Felicia Jacobs and Lavelle Green for CoLA. As we'll have a timeout. Coaches want to talk things over and just want to, you can see on the screen what an amazing crowd we've got here today in the venue. Just such great support in the crowd. It's absolutely packed. It's incredibly loud in here.
And there isn't a Manchester team on this on the show court at the moment. So this is all travelling fans. Over on the other court, Mystics look to be up 36-17 in the third and fourth place playoff.
And in the boys final, the under-14 boys final, it's a close one. London Warriors at 1 point over the Manchester Magic, 24-23. And here on court we've got a 5-point game. Ipswich 31, CoLA 26. Yasmin Edwards currently with 10 points, 7 rebounds. And we see there the Ipswich support in the crowd. They brought a banner, the Ipswich basketball family banner. And we've seen that a few times over this weekend in various courts. So Forster, it's Osorobo. Manning, and just loses it out of bounds. Going to go back with CoLA. Chance here to cut this to a single possession game. Oyuwele, she's picked up by Edwards. Down to Kabir. And it's stolen away by Forster. Powering down the court, lays it in off the glass. Liv Forster, 9 points for her. And that's her third steal of the game. And Stutz answers at the other end. Count the basket, and she's going to head to the line. And that is a foul on Manning for Ipswich. That's just her first. And that sends Violet Stutz to the line. Can't convert the three-point play, although it's tapped back into her hands and she just hands it off to Clark underneath the basket and finishes. Great movement here from CoLA. It's Edwards. The pass out was just a bit too strong. Saga looking to get it inside. To Oyuwele. Oyuwele pulls it back out, round to Stutz. Kersite pulls up for three. That's too strong. And Forster is there again underneath the basket.
Oh, lucky.
Can't get it to drop in.
Well, do you know what the best part of that play was? The pass.
That was a great pass.
Unbelievable vision from Edwards there, finding Liv Forster charging down the court.
Oyuwele, 5 on the shot clock, puts the shot up. Too short, Osorobo pulls the rebound down and Edwards is powering ahead. And this Ipswich team in transition are proving so difficult to guard against. Stutz needs some help. It's picked up by Edwards. Forster chases it down, manages to keep it inside the lines, hands it back over to Edwards, who finishes. What a possession!
Well, CoLA want a timeout straight away. This link up between Forster and Edwards, Kaz. Now, in times gone by, in that situation, I would have fancied Liv to actually get that ball, step back to the three-point line and put up a shot. But she didn't. She fired it across the court to Edwards, who was waiting for it in a perfect position. We can get a look at that on the replay. Great link up with those two today.
And when you have two players who know each other like they do,
yeah,
like
you just know where the other player is.
Exactly, and they've been working so well together. Yasmin Edwards, 12 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of assists and 2 steals. And Liv Forster, 9 points, 2 assists and 3 steals.
Just look back through the highlights there.
And Yasmin Edwards, here we go, 2 possessions in a row. She's done a great job getting to the basket. Just making those really difficult shots underneath. And again, it's something we saw in the National Cup final.
Yeah.
Such a fast player as we see there. Forster on the break. And like we said at the start of the game, this is an Ipswich team that like to run. They like to get out into transition.
They certainly do. You see there, Liv's got all the time in the world. And there'd be nothing wrong with stepping back and then putting up the 3 there.
Makes that extra pass.
But she made the extra pass. And Yas Edwards was waiting for it. Bucket.
And here we see CoLA. Felicia Jacobs has been doing a great job underneath the basket for them. 6 points, 3 rebounds. And it's Violet Stutz leading the way, 13 points. And she's made some real difficult baskets as well. She's been able to knock down 3s.
Yeah. Stutz, another player we're really familiar with, Kaz. Supremely talented. Gets down the floor quick, can shoot.
She's a troublesome three-point shooter to defend because you don't need to give her a lot of daylight at all. She's very much a catch-and-shoot player.
Yeah. Give
her a bit of space and she'll knock it down. So 7-point lead here for Ipswich. Just under 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. And that will be a CoLA turnover. And sometimes that pressure from Ipswich can just force you into maybe, overthinking a little bit too much.
Just errors for making you overthink, yeah.
Forster. Pass over to Osorobo, just a bit too strong. And Stutz is doubled. Good job there to get it over to Kersai. Saga driving the baseline. Shot's no good. Manning gets the rebound and it's chased down by Clark, who steals it away. CoLA get another chance on the offense. Stutz. Clark, three's up, and that's too strong. And Forster again, all alone. She's being chased down by Cabia, but she'll just lay it in. And again, great composure there from Forster. She knows she's got the player behind her.
You notice what she does as well is when she gets those breakaways, she seems to go favour the left-handed layup, and as a right-handed player, that's really impressive.
CoLA drop it in at the other end. Osorobo out to Forster. Pass around to Gibbons. Three is up and too short. And that was, I don't know if you could see it there, but that was a great bit of boxing out from Ria Saga.
Yeah.
Just not allowing Gibbons to get back. And I think we've just had a technical foul called. So that is going to be the third foul on Louisa Gibbons for Ipswich. And I think a technical foul was just called on Nick Drain for Ipswich.
Yeah, he was livid after that decision. Nick going to have to be careful there. He doesn't want to take it any further.
So that is going to mean that Stutz shoots the technical free throw. And that's good. And then it will be CoLA ball. That takes Stutz to 14. CoLA inbound. Stutz looking to get it in. Over to Cabia. Needs to get it across the halfway line and does. Float is up and no good. Jacobs with the rebound. Gets her own rebound again. Off the glass and puts it back in.
Great hustle from Abiola there.
4-point game. Manning. And that's just really a travel call on Ipswich. And it's knocked down. Ball stays with CoLA. That is a foul on Liv Forster. It's her second.
Manchester Magic and London Elite men's under-18s are in the house. Just starting to filter in.
That game's coming up after this one at 4:45. Stutz, round to Cabia. Three's up. Doesn't fall. .9 left here in the half. A 4-point lead for Ipswich. Manning. Sorry, that's Leach. Saga driving all the way. Draws the contact. She's going to head to the line at a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, Leach did a good job of standing her ground there. I could see exactly what she was trying to do, but
yeah.
the call goes with CoLA on this time.
So Saga, see there on the replay, tough shot.
Yeah.
Draws the contact. Can't get the extra point. And we got 16.2 on the clock. Ipswich ball at 16.2. Forster. Six seconds on the shot clock. Forster going against ULA. Trying to break it. Kicks it down. And that is an offensive foul call. And that is going to be on Forster, so that's going to be her third. So Liv Forster.
Yeah, you know what? That's a real shame. There's only 2 seconds left in the half, and Liv's picked up that foul there. She has had a tendency in the past to get in foul trouble in these finals. So what a shame for her going into the half, picking up that third one, because she's played so well.
She has 11 points so far, 3 assists and 4 steals. Also, Louisa Gibbons on 3 fouls for Ipswich. But at the end of the first half, Ipswich with a very slim, I feel like I've said this throughout the day, 39-37 lead over CoLA. They have been led by Yasmin Edwards, who has 14 points, 8 rebounds. And for CoLA, Violet Stutz has been huge, 14 points for her. And Felicia Jacobs adding in 8 points and 5 rebounds. So over on the other court, the third place playoff between the Manchester Mystics and the City of Birmingham Rockets. The Manchester Mystics are ahead 37-21 as they head into half-time. Alejandra Escribagay has 8 points and 4 rebounds for the Mystics. While Priscilla Okra, 9 points and a massive 11 rebounds for the City of Birmingham Rockets. And over at the under-14 boys final between the Manchester Magic and the London Warriors, the Warriors head into half-time with a 2-point lead, 30-28. So a lot of action going on today. Stay tuned to the Basketball England YouTube channel, and you can catch all the action on here. So we're just going to take a quick break for half-time, and we'll be back with you in around 6 minutes' time. Welcome back to the National Basketball Performance Centre. We're getting ready for the third quarter between Ipswich and CoLA. We have got a tight game on our hands at the moment, 39-37. Ipswich have the lead over CoLA. It's been a back and forth game. And we can see here on your screen some of the amazing highlights. We've got there, Violet Stutz got things started for CoLA and the game where she just dropped in the first 2 points, and she's been doing that all game long, hitting from behind the arc and underneath the basket. And we're expecting more of the same in the second half, as we're going to tip back off in around a minute and a half's time. So leading the way is Yasmin Edwards. She has played all 20 minutes of the first half. She has got 14 points, shooting 75% from the field, 8 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals. She has been relentless going after the ball for Ipswich. Liv Forster has 11 and 3 assists along with 4 steals. And for CoLA, Violet Stutz leading the way, 14 points and a couple of assists for her. Felicia Jacobs adding in 8 points, 5 rebounds.
Well, Kaz, if you want to talk about royalty here at Bellevue and people in the house, I've just bumped into a Bellevue legend by the name of Charlie Rowe.
Charlie Rowe's back in Manchester.
Charlie Rowe is in the house. Here to support some old friends and some new ones too, now that she's a Hatter. She is.
She's a great first WBBL season for Charlie Rowe. Obviously a name people in Manchester will be familiar with. We've seen her playing here, under 16s, under 18s level. Spent a lot, well, the majority of her basketball career here in Manchester, making the move over to Sheffield to get to university. And with the Hatters in the WBBL, what a great step for such a young player.
I just bumped into her in Nicolette Fonloo Keith Fairley.
Yeah.
And Nicolette said, hey.
That's a terrible angle.
and Nicolette said, hey, it's Charlie Rowe that's a celebrity around here now.
And Charlie Rowe obviously played a lot of her basketball with Liv Forster. Those two go way back. And it's always good to see.
Teammates and rivals.
Yeah. Yeah, some familiar faces in the crowd, always good to see.
And I've just actually walked past one of my teenage years hero, the great Ronnie Baker of the Manchester Giants and the Brixton Top Cats. He's here with his brother Stedroy. Ronnie Baker, an absolute legend of the BBL, one of the all-time great British players. Great to see him and Stedroy in the house today.
We're back underway here as the third quarter gets started. Stutz passes out. 3 is up, and that's no good. And ball's just passed out of bounds. A bit of a miscommunication there on Ipswich, so CoLA get the ball back. Down 2 here in the third, and we see Louisa Gibbons and Liv Forster both on the court, both on 3 fouls, and coach Nick Drain trusting his players to play composed, stay disciplined and not pick up any extra fouls. As Stutz fires a 3, doesn't go. Edwards hands out to Gibbons. Forster for 3, doesn't drop. That's a big rebound from Oyewele. Pulls it down between 3 Ipswich players. Hands it over to Kersite, who just lays it in and ties the game at 39. Gibbons for 3. No good. And Oyewele, 2-on-1 break here. Can't finish, but Kersite's there to pick it back up and put it in.
Great pass. Oh, what a great pass that was from Liv Forster, right down the floor. So, yes, Edwards waiting for it.
If Liv Forster wants another career as a quarterback, I'm sure she could do if she wanted to.
Oh, some Peyton Manning stuff there.
Gibbons comes up with that. Over to Edwards, who lays it in. Ties the game back at 41. And Ipswich picking up full court again here, much like they did in the first half. Oyewele hands it off to Kersite, and Forster jumps in grabs the ball for the jump ball and gets swung around the court. But Kersite and Foster both fighting for the ball. Players on both teams playing so hard. As you see there, OULA's perfect. Hands off to Kersite and Foster taking a roll. So 41 all here in the third quarter. Edwards. Shots too strong off the glass. OULA controlling things for CoLA. Gets it over to Kabir. Kersite. Back out to OULA. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Kersite for 3. And that's good!
Big shot from Kersite there. They needed that.
3-point lead for CoLA. Gibbons. Over to Forster. Out to Manning. Long two's up. Doesn't drop. Kabir. Round to Stutz for 3. Doesn't fall. And again, Liv Forster and Kersite diving for the jump ball. We say this so many times. I need a jump ball column on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
I need to know
It
who
will be
leads
handy.
the country in jump balls forced.
Yeah.
I need to know this information.
Well, you know that it'd just be a list full of absolute hustlers,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, Liv Forster would be in there for sure.
OULA's 3 rims out. And Manning chases down the rebound. And it's going to go with Ipswich. Gibbons. Forster. Gibbons gets it back. Steps back for 3, just a bit too short. Forster. Her 3's too strong. And another offensive board for Ipswich, doing a great job here. Pass inside to Osorobo, and we have a whistle.
I'm not even sure what that was for,
I think
you
that
know.
may have been a 3-second violation.
Possibly, yeah.
So CoLA ball, they're up 3. Kersite, over to Saga. OULA stepping through to the basket. That's a tough move. And they've waved that one off. Not entirely sure what the reason for that one was. They may have called a travel.
They're keeping us on our toes here, Kaz, because the last 2 calls. Not sure.
And it's stolen away by Stutz, who just lays it in. Forster against Stutz. On to Osorobo. Forster. Forster. Osorobo. Shot doesn't go. It's tipped, and we got a whistle. End line Ipswich ball. So we got 1.6 on the shot clock here. It's got to be a catch and shoot for Ipswich. And now they have a lot of players that can do that. So that's not a tough problem for them.
And interesting, one of the ones that can do it the best is going to inbound the ball. Maybe she gets it inside to the high post. There you go.
Round to Edwards. Oh, they've got a fresh 14. It's fine. Leach's 3 is up, and that's no good.
I was going to say that was the longest 1.2 seconds I've ever known.
They reset the shot clock at the end line. And Kerry Slee's checking back in for Ipswich. So, end line ball again. 11 seconds on the shot clock. And it's tapped out by Kersite. Kersite just knocking that ball away at Adam makes Ipswich have to stop and reset, just readjust their play.
Absolutely.
Can throw you off a little bit. Leach round to Edwards. Osorobo. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Leach with 2 seconds. Long two. Banks it in at the buzzer.
The bank is open.
And Kerry Leach, having played in the under-16s game already, back on court for the under-18s. Saga, round to Kabia. Saga for three. No good. Forster chases down the rebound. Forster with space. Fires a three and hits.
Well, we have the perfect view of that, Kaz. You knew from the minute she let it go, it was going in.
And she had the space there. She had the time to set up. You can see, setting her feet. That's going to take Forster for 14 points, along with 5 steals. Kersite looks to answer. And Gibbons is called for the travel.
Yeah, she knew it as well. Sometimes momentum just carries you a little bit too hard.
So CoLA ball, a tie game at 46 all. Jacobs, round to Kabia. Stutz, she's got space for three and hits. And again, Violet Stutz, if you're going to leave her open, she's going to make you pay. Edwards, off the glass, doesn't go.
But once again, the control from Edwards, difficult one to catch that, and she did it with ease.
Kabia's shot doesn't go, but again, Kersite diving for the jump ball, and Esther Kersite, you know, we've talked about Liv Forster doing it for Ipswich, but Esther Kersite has been doing a fantastic job chasing after the ball for CoLA. She's also got 11 points, 4 rebounds. And Aaliyah Clark checking back in, going to give Kersite a rest, a well-deserved rest.
Over in the playoff game, it looks like the Mystics are up 40 to 27.
Osorobo hands it off. Edwards underneath the basket. And that's going to be back with CoLA.
And it looks like we've got a tight game in the under-14 boys final between Manchester Magic and London Warriors. At the moment, it looks like the Magic are up 2 points, 44-42.
We've got tight games all over the place.
Yeah, it's Final Four action.
3-point game here as Edwards gets a hand in, knocks it out. And Yasmin Edwards, she's got 2 steals in the game so far, but she's probably got, I'm going to say, like 5 almost steals.
Yeah.
Stutz. Inside to Kersite, turns, and shot doesn't drop, but she's going to head to the line as she draws the foul. And that is on Osorobo. That is her second, so Kersite will be at the line. Hits the first. Kersite playing in Division 1 this season as well for the Southwark Pride. Second one doesn't go, it's Edwards that grabs the rebound, that's a 12. 3 is up, no good. Again, another rebound for Yasmin Edwards, over to Forster, who hits the 3. And Edwards and Forster, that combination, it's so dangerous. Forster's got 17. But what a save by Edwards to chase the ball down and get it over to Forster. Saga, 3's up, no good. And Osorobo keeps it in for Ipswich. 1 point CoLA lead. Pass just a bit too strong there. And CoLA will get the ball back. Shea Oyewele coming into the game, and Ria Saga heading to the bench. Kabia. So Oyewele. Inside to Jacobs. That's a tough move to the basket, and Jacobs finishes. CoLA ahead by 3. Gibbons, round to Forster. Forster spins. And that'll be a carry call. Forster with 17 points so far. Violet Sut's leading all scorers with 19 for CoLA. Oyewele. Cabia for 3. Doesn't drop. And Jacobs jumping in for the rebound there. And I think that is going to be foul. Yes, it is. That is foul number 4 on Louisa Gibbons. So that's a big call with just 2:21 left in the third quarter.
That is a blow. You always hate to see this happen really near the end of a quarter as well,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you've got so far.
Frustrating, yeah.
So Gibbons will have to head to the bench. Right, we call the ball. And Clark chasing it down. It's picked up.
And who's waiting for it?
Edwards all alone underneath the basket. Count it, and the foul. Yasmin Edwards, a chance to tie the game here late in the third. She has been huge for Ipswich. 18 points, 13 rebounds.
Yeah, she's been outstanding here, and Liv Forster have led from the front.
We saw her do this. She turned it on in the National Cup final back in January for the under-18. Ipswich scored 27 points she had in that one. As can't convert on the three-point play. Oyewele, her pass is intercepted. Forster picks it up. Ipswich with a chance to go ahead here.
Edwards is wide open over on the wing there.
Forster driving to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Edwards gets another rebound. Leach. Round to Manning and to Edwards in the corner. No good, but Osorobo's there for the rebound and gets the foul call. So Christabel Osorobo heading to the free throw line. She's been having a great season in Division 1 as well for Ipswich. 9.3 points per game, 10.4 rebounds per game. Made the WEABL All-Conference second team. And was the most improved player in the South Division. As she hits the first free throw, we got a tie game at 52. Osorobo, and it's good. Ipswich ahead by 1. 90 seconds to play in the third. This has been absolutely back and forth all game long. Cabia for CoLA. Cabia, it's picked off by Edwards. Edwards all the way to the basket, high off the glass. Increases the Ipswich lead to 3 and gives Edwards 20 points in the game. Oyewele looking to answer inside and does. Forster, long pass over to Leach. Can't quite keep it in.
This is becoming a heavyweight boxing match now, Kaz. Back and forth. Blow for blow. Great end-to-end basketball.
Saga's going to come into the game, and Glory Cabia heading to the bench for CoLA. 51.3 seconds till they're down 1. Saga driving inside, off the glass, bit too strong. Jacobs dives in for the rebound. Can't finish on the putback. Leach over to Forster for 3. That's a bit too strong. And Osorobo, what a set. Oh, she didn't get to save it. She leaped absolutely miles in the air to try and save it in. Didn't work, but credit to her. So CoLA here can take the last shot of the quarter. Shot clock's off, 16 seconds. ULA out to Saga. Stutz has got space in the corner. Stutz, 5 seconds to go. Saga driving the lane. Too strong off the glass, Osorobo. And that is going to run down the clock. So at the end of the third quarter, Ipswich have a slimmer than slim lead of 55 to 51, a 1-point lead heading into the fourth. This game, Adam, has just been absolutely everything that you want from a game. It's what people expected to see in these two teams. We called it before the game, Kaz. We knew this was going to be blow for blow. We knew it was going to be a close game, and we knew who was going to come up big in this game. So even though we kind of predicted well, it doesn't take away from the fact that it's just been such an entertaining game. Some amazing performances from both teams. Violet Stutz doing a great job for CoLA. 19 points, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. And then Yaz Edwards over on Ipswich, 20, 14 and 3. Incredible stat line for her. And that link up, I really love this link up between her and Liv Forster. What a duo they've been today. It's great, and I like to see it as well between two guards as well, because we're used to seeing it so much between a big and a guard. You know, we saw that so much here in Manchester with Georgia Jones, Dominique Allen. And you've got it with Felicia Jacobs, Emily O'Connell, that you see on some of the other CoLA teams that Emily O'Connell plays in. But I also like it when you've got two fast, quick-paced guards that play very similar, and it works so well between Edwards and Forster. Yeah, I mean, guards like to push the ball, you know what I mean, and they like to shoot. They like to shoot. And sometimes you see it in teams where you've got two guys wanting to do similar types of things. It doesn't always work out. But whatever Nick Drain's doing down in Ipswich with Forster and Edwards is working a treat, because those two have been spectacular together today. It's working out, you know, two amazing players. As I said, Yasmin Edwards, MVP of the National Cup earlier in the year. There's just no egos involved there, is there? It's just, let's go do this. This is our last dance. Let's go out on a high. And Liv Forster having an incredible season across all the competitions she's played in. In Division 1, she's 20 points per game, second in that league, 7th in steals per game with 2.8, and she plays GB under 18. She was the WEABL All-Conference first team in the South, represented GB, as I said, represented England, played 3x3 for GB, just such a long list of accolades, and I'm sure it's only going to get longer because she is only 18, and she's 18 today. Happy birthday, Liv. Indeed, happy birthday, Liv. And I'm sure there's a bit of extra motivation, which must be extra nice to win a championship on your birthday. I would say so. Here we go. Back underway for the fourth. Final 10 minutes to go. CoLA down 1. Stutz in the corner for 3. No good. Tapped into hands of Kersite, who can't put it back in. Gets her own rebound. Too strong, though. And again, diving for the ball. Of course, Liv Forster. Who else? Saga and Jacobs for CoLA. Leach. Shot doesn't go, but she draws the foul. So she's going to head to the line for 2. And once again, we'd just like to thank everyone on the Basketball England YouTube watching, who's been with us throughout today. I can see we've got Tyrese Perry-Huggins in the comments. He was doing a fantastic job for the England under-18 men at the Cardiff Four Nations tournament. So keep going, Tyrese. He has got a fantastic Euro step to the basket. If you haven't seen it, go and check out some of his highlights. Such a great young player. And thanks to everybody that's joined us here at the National Basketball Performance Centre in Manchester. CoLA have picked up some drums behind us. Yeah. And the ball's out of bounds. And it is going to be Ipswich ball. Ball's in, round to Edwards, and it's knocked out. Oh, that came off the hands of Leach.
Yes, Edwards just went straight over to her there and just said, just stay calm, it doesn't matter, on to the next play.
The leadership that she's shown throughout the game has been, been so good to see. ULA into Jacobs, hands it off to Stutz. Stutz gets a really friendly roll on that one and drops it in. Tie game, 56. Osorobo. Baseline, short floater, and she draws the foul. And Ipswich on these last couple of possessions have just done a really good job of getting to the free throw line. And Osorobo, first free throw is good. Ipswich back in front by 1 and still 1. Jacobs with the rebound. Adam, I could watch another 40 minutes of this. As Yasmin Edwards chases down the ball, gets it over to Leach. Leach steps back for 3, can't get it to fall. Jacobs with the rebound. This is relentless. This is end-to-end basketball.
Dare I even think?
You don't have to say it, but I want it to happen.
Should we just leave it at that? I think we both know where we're going with this.
Does everyone else know? We might be losing people.
Yeah.
Let's say the overtime words.
Yeah.
Edwards. Out to Leach. 4 seconds to go. Leach. Shot doesn't drop. Osorobo tips it. And it's going to be Oyewole that comes up with it for CoLA. Hands it off to Stutz, to Saga. And Forster steals it. Powers down the court, going against Saga. Liv Forster. Shot's no good, but she's going to go to the line. And again, Ipswich on a third, I believe, consecutive possession, getting to the free throw line. And you can see, I mean, we had the perfect view of the speed of Liv Forster there, just powering down the court.
She's a predator. If she sees the ball in the air, anywhere near her, there's always that chance she's going to get a hand on it, set herself up to go down the floor. She's done a great job of it throughout her career so far, and she's carried on doing it today.
She hits the first free throw, and that foul there on Saga for Ipswich, just her first. The second one doesn't drop, and Kabia gets floored, but I think she looks like she's just getting checked. She's okay. The team was just checking she's okay. And Yaz Edwards and Christabel Osorobo are absolutely hustling after each ball. So just over 8 minutes to play. 2-point game, Ipswich lead. Stutz into Jacobs. Jacobs is triple team, gets it over to Saga. Picked up by Forster. That's her 8th steal of the game. As Osorobo drives all the way to the basket. Doesn't get it to fall.
Abioli might have just got a tiny piece of that as well on its way up.
Saga stops with a short jumper. No good. And this is going to be, I think we just stepped out of bounds. Ipswich says it's going to go back with CoLA. And Liv Forster, 18 points, 8 steals in the game. Yasmin Edwards has 20 and 15 rebounds. Kabia for 3. No good. Saga with the rebound and puts it back in.
That's big.
Off one leg, fading away.
What a great shot.
Goodness. She's going to go to the line. That's a highlight play. That's the second foul on Manning.
If we can see that one again.
That was an incredibly tough shot from Saga.
There we go.
And she finishes, puts CoLA back ahead.
Shot came in, got the rebound, off balance.
Back at the other end, Forster answers for 3. Liv Forster with a huge 3. Ipswich back ahead by 2. Stutz into Kersai, to Jacobs. Stutz, out to Saga. 3 is up. 2 strong. Kersite and Forster fighting for the rebound. Kersite puts it back in and ties the game at 61. I can't cope, Adam.
Yeah, this is getting tense now. There's a call on the floor. I'm just trying to... There's so much going on. I couldn't see what the referee signalled there. But Gibbons has come back on the floor with 6:46 left, and she's on 4 fouls. She's going to have to be really careful.
So tie game. Gibbons in the corner. Gibbons out to Forster. Forster has it knocked away and it's picked up by Jacobs. Stutz stops, pops, pulls up, can't get it to fall. And Forster's just saying there, let's just slow things down.
I think, you know, earlier in the game, if it's not a tied game, she may have gone for that pass, but sensibly she said, no, let's relax.
Leach working in as Cabia. Over to Forster, and that's going to be a travel call. Ball's back with CoLA, and we'll have a timeout called by coach Nick Drain of Ipswich. He wants to talk it through with his team. 61, 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. This is a game. This is a final.
This is a ball game. I'm getting messages from the other court saying it's intense in there. Well,
so on the other court for the Manchester Magic against the London Warriors, they are up 65 to 54, and the Manchester Magic with 5 minutes to play in the 4th. And over on the 3rd place playoff game, the Manchester Mystics have a 54-38 lead over the City of Birmingham Rockets. And Priscilla Okra for the City of Birmingham Rockets, 9 points, 11 rebounds. She is certainly a player to watch. If you've seen her before, you know what to expect. And for the Mystics, 10 points, 6 rebounds from Alejandra Escriva-Gay. And Saffron Irving Murphy adding in 11. But back on this court, it is a tie game. This has been back and forth. And this is, I mean, this is such an exhibition of the level of, of basketball we've got here in this country.
This is tournament basketball. I mean, this is what you want to see in a final. You want to see 2 teams slugging it out, nothing in it, down to the wire, everything on the line. But the other thing is as well, Kaz, there's a lot of clutch players out there today as well.
There really, really is. And hey, if you're a neutral fan, you are going to be loving this. If you're a fan of either team, you're probably going to be a little bit stressed out, I'm going to guess.
I'd say so.
We got all the support in the crowd and online as Stutz looks to hand it over to Cabia. Saga out to Stutz for 3. It's good.
Oh, it goes.
Rolls in. Violet Stutz with another huge shot. She's got 24. Forster over to Osorobo. Thought about the 3. Steps through inside. That is a tough move. CoLA up by 1. Stutz. And Yasmin Edwards nearly got her hand on that one. Out to Saga. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Saga passes out. Stutz for 3 again. Doesn't go. Jacobs pulls the rebound down, and Gibbons jumps in for the jump ball.
And it's going the way of Ipswich by the look of it. No, CoLA.
So CoLA here, 12 on the shot clock. Stutz on the inbound. Cabia. Back around to Stutz. Kersite's got Gibbons on her. Saga, 2 seconds, needs to get something up. Saga swings it out to Stutz. Stutz needs to catch and shoot. That's no good, and a shot clock violation. Ipswich with a chance to go ahead. 3's up, no good. Osorobo dives in out of nowhere. can't keep hold of the rebound, but it's going to stay with Ipswich.
Well, Osorobo, you know, we've been talking a lot about Yaz Edwards and Liv Forster. She's on a double-double too, having an incredible game. 12 points, 11 rebounds and 4 assists. She came out of nowhere trying to get that rebound.
She's been big. Leach floaters up and doesn't roll in. Kersite with the rebound. Stutz, we've got just over 4 minutes to play. Ipswich down 1. Oyuwele with 5 seconds to shoot, pulls up for 3. That's too strong. Leach with the rebound. She's got Edwards slightly ahead of her. Leach going all the way. No good, but gets her own rebound. It's knocked into the hands of Forster. Forster with the floater.
Oh,
and it's good.
Great shot.
Ipswich back ahead by 1. And Forster's got 23. And Violet Stutz leading all scorers with 24. Out to Oyuwele and a travel call on CoLA there. So Ipswich get the ball back, up 1. Osorobo round to Forster, Forster for 3 and hit!
Timeout
Forster
call.
is on fire! 26 points. She's hit 5 threes, and that forces Jackson Gibbons to call a timeout for CoLA.
As soon as that ball left Liv Forster's hand, he was already calling the timeout.
We can see there on the replay, great pass over from Osorobo. Forster gets the space she needs, puts the shot up, and it spins around.
And if you see the coach in the bottom corner there, the minute that went in, timeout please.
And that's a 4-point lead for Ipswich. And Liv Forster and Yasmin Edwards having, along with Christabel Osorobo, having all played the entire game for Ipswich. They have not sat for a single second. This is relentless. 4-point game with 3:26 to play. As I mentioned before, leading all scorers, Violet Stutz, 24 points, 3 assists. She's hit 3 threes. And Felicia Jacobs, 10 points, 13 rebounds for CoLA, along with Esther Kersite, who's had 13 and pulled down 11 boards as well. So this is what it comes down to. 3 minutes 26 left of regulation. And a 4-point Ipswich lead. It will be CoLA ball when they're back on court. The Ipswich fans are loud. The CoLA fans are loud. The Mystics and Birmingham fans over the other side are loud. Everyone's loud. And back underway. Kabia. Over to Oyuwele. And that is going to be an offensive foul call on CoLA. And I believe that will be on Jacobs. That's her 3rd. Osorobo working against Jacobs. Edwards round to Gibbons. Forster. Oh, great pass inside to Edwards. Edwards turns, spins. Can't finish. And Jacobs gets the rebound. CoLA looking to cut into this lead. Great handoff over to Kersite, who puts it in, and the lead's down to 2 for Ipswich. 68-66. Gibbons. Forster's got Stutz on her. Forster trying to break loose. Passes into Osorobo. Out to Gibbons. Gibbons on the 3-point line. Shot doesn't drop, but Osorobo is there for the rebound. Too strong on the putback. Back out to Forster for 3, who nails it! Liv Forster is on fire! 29 points in the game, 71-66. Ipswich lead. Shot doesn't drop for CoLA. Osorobo pulls the rebound down. Over to Edwards.
Oh.
Dives on the floor to save it.
Wow. Edwards lost control of the ball there, and her instincts just kicked in as she dove on the ball, landed right on top of it. But she's jumped back up.
You see that? I think Yasmin Edwards thinks, I see the ball, I'm going to go get the ball.
Must get ball.
What?
But you see there, she rolls onto it. That's got to hurt.
Well, that just shows she's been doing that all game long.
Yeah.
Edwards, round to Ipswich. Sorry, round to Forster for Ipswich. As Manning's shot doesn't go. Jacobs tries to grab the rebound for CoLA.
Sensible play from Stutz there. Yeah, she just let the ball go.
And we've got a 5-point game. 1:50 to go. CoLA needs some points on this possession. Oyewele to Saga. Oyewele for 3. And hit!
Oh, you know what? Ipswich took a bit of a risk there because they let her wide open. It's almost like they were saying, go on, take it. And she did.
Oyewele makes it a 2-point game.
That was a, big play there.
A ball is going back with CoLA. 1:25 to go. It's a 2-point game. Oyewele to Saga. Saga stepping through. She's blocked by Osorobo.
Huge block there from Osorobo.
And a jump ball called, but it is staying with CoLA. 1:09 to go. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, that 3 could be the biggest play of the game.
Saga looking to inbound. To Stutz. 4 seconds to shoot. Jacobs. Jacobs needs to put something up. Too strong off the glass. Kersite's there to clean up and draws the foul.
It's Gibbons.
Kersite is going to head to the line.
Was it Gibbons that picked the foul up?
Yeah, so that is 5 fouls on Louisa Gibbons with just under a minute to play. And that's tough to see. She's been so strong inside this game.
She's done so well to stay away from that 5th foul, but you've got to put everything on the line at this point in a final.
Kersite's first shot doesn't drop. And Saruna having a fantastic time in the comments. Dropping in booms every time Ipswich score.
Just like waiting patiently for the ball. She's just like, come on, let me shoot this shot already.
Kersite here with a chance to cut the lead to 1. Shots up and it's good. 1-point game. Ipswich have the lead with 58 seconds to go. Leach. She's got Saga on her. Hands it off to Edwards. Edwards to Forster. Forster. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Forster kicks it out to Leach. Leach with 2 seconds. Floaters up. Backs it in off the glass.
Timeout, CoLA.
Kerris Leach. What a huge shot from the young player on this Ipswich team. Takes the lead to 3. 36.9 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. We can see here, Leach driving the lane, just puts up that little floater. What a shot, banks it in off the glass. That's a tough shot as well.
That's a gutsy shot to take at this point in the game.
Also playing in the under-16s team earlier. What a fantastic shot from a young player.
Now, what did CoLA do to react to that, Kaz? 36.9 on the clock, 3-point game.
Now, you wonder if they're going to either look to go inside with I guess a higher percentage safer in quotation marks shot, or are they going to go outside because Stutz has been hitting from 3 today.
They have. Do they go inside to somebody like Kersite though and try and pick up the M1? Try and tie this thing up?
Yeah, I think they'll probably look to should try and get the outside shot first.
Yeah.
Because Kersite has been doing a great job of crashing those boards inside as well. And you've got Jacobs inside as well. So maybe go for the 3.
Yeah. And with Gibbons now out of the game for Ipswich.
Yeah.
Their height's gone.
Yeah. So you've got outside. I mean, Stutz has been the problem from 3 today. And congratulations to the Manchester Magic, who have just won in the under-14s game, 72-69. They are the under-14 boys champions. And let's find out who's going to be the under-18 women's champions in the next 36.9 seconds. CoLA with a 3-point lead. CoLA down 3. OULA. Round to Saga. Inside to Kersite.
There you go.
Plays the basket.
There you go.
Draws the foul.
And one.
Going to head to the line for a chance to tie the game.
We were right, Cars. They went inside. They knew that if Kersite could get her hands on the ball, she'd attack the basket and probably draw the contact. Now, has she got ice running through her veins right now?
I mean, it is packed in here.
You can't move around the edge of the court right now.
So Kersite with a chance to tie here. And it doesn't go, but Jacobs with the rebound underneath the basket. Can't put it back in. Kersite chases it down. Can't quite keep that alive. It's going to go back with Ipswich with 22.2 seconds to go.
Timeout called by Nick Drain. So, can we predict what the next play is going to be?
I know.
No.
This is playoff. This is finals basketball. You've got through the playoffs, you've got to the finals. We can see here teams from the other courts all crowding round, watching, showing support for both teams on court. This has been an absolute battle for both teams in this game. Both teams have been down by 9 and both have come back, taking the lead, moving back and forth in the fourth quarter. Some huge shots. Liv Forster leading all scorers with 6 threes on 29 points and 9 steals. And Violet Stutz, 24 points for her. And Esther Kersite has been huge, 18 points, 11 rebounds. And Yasmin Edwards for Ipswich, 20 points, 15 rebounds. These teams are so tightly matched, Adam. They're so even. It's too close to call.
There's nothing in this. There's nothing in it.
So teams coming back on court, it will be Ipswich ball with 22.2 seconds left. And if you're Ipswich here, you don't have to rush a shot. You've got the time.
Plenty of time.
I think if CoLA foul, Ipswich have a foul, are on 4 fouls, CoLA are on a 5-2 foul. So a CoLA foul will send Ipswich to the line as Forster controls the ball, holds on to it, and she draws the foul, and that will be on OULA.
Well, I think that's the best that CoLA could probably do there, because Forster, if she turns around there, possibly a tiny bit unlucky to get called for a foul, but...
So Forster at the line for 2 here for Ipswich. First one bounces out.
CoLA have already called their timeout.
Forster with the second free throw. It's good. Ipswich have a 2-point lead, and that will be a timeout called by CoLA coach Jackson Gibbons. 74-72 Ipswich lead.
Wow.
And that takes Liv Forster to 30 points in the game, leading all scorers. Now, Adam, if you're CoLA here, you're in the same position that you were probably about 30 seconds ago. Are you going to go inside again to Kersite? Try and get that layup?
It's hard to... You'd expect that Ipswich are thinking that that's probably what they're going to do. So Nick Drain's probably telling him to watch for the ball going into that high post Kersite, but then also watch for the kick out, because they don't want to leave anyone wide open from the perimeter, because a 3-pointer... That's a problem. Or do they go for the 2? Go for overtime. Who knows?
Try and draw the contact. They've done that just a few seconds ago. So Ipswich back on court, they're eager to get going. 2-point Ipswich lead.
Yaz Edwards just stood there waiting. She's like, come on, let's do this. She's ready to go.
CoLA back on court. It will be their ball from the sideline. 15.5 seconds to play.
Here we go.
Stutz on the inbound. Stutz looking to get it inside. Long pass into Jacobs. That's too strong. And that is going to go back with Ipswich. So CoLA will pick up full court. And you think they need to look for a quick steal or try and foul. And Oyewele picks it off. And is that... It looks like it was
so number
after
9.
A foul. So that is going to be on Jacobs. And that is going to force, we can see here, Jacobs, bumping. That's going to be a bumping foul. So that is going to send Manning to the line for 2, with a chance here to increase the lead. Banks in the first. 11.3 seconds to go. Manning, second shot's up, and that's no good. Rebound goes to Manning, saves it in. It's over to Sager. 5 seconds to go. Sager with a deep 3, high arc, no good. Kersite puts it up, and I think we've got a whistle.
Well, that ball seemed to stay in the air for about 15 seconds, Kaz.
It did, and that's a
5th foul on somebody.
Christabel Osorobo, she's out, so that is going to send Kersite to the line. Now CoLA are down 3 here, and there's 0.3 on the clock. So Kersite's going to take the free throws.
Does she try and miss the second one?
First one's no good. If she misses the second, I don't know if there's time to get something off here. She would have to look to try hit it off the back of the rim, have it bounce far out back to the 3-point line in order to get something back off. As the second one doesn't go, it's tapped, and that will do it. At the end of the game, 75-72. Congratulations, Ipswich. They are your under-18 women's champions. A real hard-fought game. Massive congratulations to them. They came up short last year against CoLA. They've come back this year, and they're going back to Ipswich with the title. Congratulations to them. They were led by Liv Forster. 30 points, 9 steals, 3 assists, and Yasmin Edwards 20 points, 15 rebounds and 4 steals. And Christabel Osorobo adding in a double-double of 12 points, 13 rebounds and 5 assists. And commiserations to CoLA, they played a fantastic game, kept it close all the way through, absolutely back and forth. Violet Stutz was huge for them, 24 points, knocking down 3 threes. And Felicia Jacobs, 10 points, 15 rebounds, along with Esther Kersite adding in 18 points and 12 rebounds as well. But huge congratulations to Ipswich. They have fought so hard throughout the season, finishing second in the South Premier Division, losing last year's final to CoLA, and coming back this year and winning by 3. Huge congratulations to them, to coach Nick Drain and the Ipswich organisation. And we can see there Liv Forster's 3-point bonanza.
Buried the needle.
6 threes for Forster.
Ipswich on the way down. Congratulations to Nick Drain. Well done, guys.
Forster again for 3. We know she's a problem from the 3-point line. And she's had a huge game on her 18th birthday, so a very happy birthday to Liv Forster. sure that makes it a little bit sweeter, taking home the title to Ipswich.
Okay, Kaz, we have a problem here.
We do have a problem.
You know exactly what I'm going to say, because Yaz Edwards and Liv Forster both have an index of 26.
Hey, so
Edwards, 20 points, 15 rebounds. Liv Forster, 30 points, 4 rebounds, but those huge clutch threes. Now, listen, if anybody here is listening, I'm making a shout for a double MVP.
I'd make that shout as well. We saw it last weekend at the men's Division 1 final. Let's see it again today, because how do you pick between those two? 50 points between them. 50
Anyone
points
can hear
between them.
Anyone can hear us. A double MVP is what we're shouting for.
40 minutes. They both played the full 40 minutes. And Christabel Osorobo as well, massive shout out to her. She played 39 minutes, 53 seconds, fouling out with just 7 seconds left. She played practically the full 40. So huge congratulations to Ipswich and commiserations to CoLA. They've played a fantastic season, going 10-0. And as Coach Jackson Gibbons has mentioned in the past, we have a transition year with some new players coming in, some players leaving, and they've just built such a solid organisation. You know, this is a team that we'll see back again. We'll see them in lots of finals. We're used to seeing them here. They have such a winning culture and just produce some fantastic young players. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of these young players back again.
I would say so.
So we're getting ready for the presentations. The result of the third place playoff game between the Manchester Mystics and the City of Birmingham Rockets was a 69-43 victory for the Manchester Mystics. Saffron Irving Murphy dropping 15 points for the Mystics, and Alejandra Escriba-Gay with 12. And Flavor Elibor, 8 points, 10 rebounds, while for the City of Birmingham Rockets, Priscilla Okra was huge, 14 points, 16 rebounds. And Danielle Wallace had 8 points and 5 rebounds as well. And the Manchester Magic under 14 boys taking home the trophy, 72-69 against the London Warriors. David Akademi, 20 points, 17 rebounds. And Egi Kakmakea had 18 points, 6 rebounds as well. So back on the court here, it will be the presentations for the third and fourth place teams. So the City of Birmingham Rockets in fourth place will receive their medals, and the whole City of Birmingham Rockets organisation, again, just, we say this so much, Adam, but there's so many quality organisations throughout the country, and Birmingham have done a fantastic job this season, and with teams throughout their age groups. The Division 2 team making it to the finals a couple of weeks ago, and they've just had a real strong showing this season in their organisation, and I'm sure that we will see them back.
I'm sure we will. And I'm sure that for years to come we're going to be hearing a lot of these names we've been saying today.
So after the presentations, we will bring you a quick interview with Coach Nick Drain of Ipswich and the MVP, whoever that may be for Ipswich. And coming up after this game, it will be the final games of the day as the Manchester Magic take on the London Elite in the under-18 men's final. And the under-14 girls final takes place as well. The Manchester Mystics versus the Richmond Knights. Both of those games will be coming up on the Basketball England YouTube channel after this one. As the Manchester Mystics under-18 team collect their third place medals. See Irina Bodo and Maisie Keys, who've already played again in the under-16s. There's so many players on this court, Adam, that just play a relentless amount of basketball.
Non-stop. There goes Irene. Here comes Maisie Keys. Busy weekend for her.
And again, we'd just like to thank all our sponsors, Sure Shot, Sports Serve, Dynamic, Wilson, and Basketball England for putting on such a great event this weekend. Always an absolute pleasure to be a part of it, to be involved, to be down here, seeing the crowds, seeing the support for all of these players.
Well, Stan's saying it there, Kaz, it never disappoints.
He's right. I mean, that what a game that was. What a showcase of basketball.
That's got to be the game of the weekend so far.
And we see now the City of London Academy, Southwark Pride, picking up their runners-up medals. And Adam, in that game, both teams, the largest lead either of them had was just 9 points.
Yeah.
It was just so close. They matched each other blow for blow.
Yeah, it's everything you want out of a final, isn't it? I mean, it's so hard for these young players coming in second, but, you know, for what it's worth, you guys gave us so much entertainment today, and I want to thank you for doing that.
Absolutely, like, what a game. That's one of the most exciting games
it's
I've
definitely
seen.
a watch it again when you get home type game.
And as we say, it's always tough, isn't it, when you lose, you come this close and lose, but again, we've seen the players and teams come back.
Guys, you're all winners to us. You're incredible. Congratulations to CoLA on an incredible year.
Collecting their winners' medals, it will be Ipswich Basketball Club. Congratulations to them at 75-72, taking the win over CoLA Southwark Pride. Absolutely huge game for them. Liv Forster dropping in 30 points, Yasmin Edwards with 20. Congratulations to Ipswich as we wait to find out who the MVP will be.
Yeah, I'll take over from here while Cassie goes down to the floor, and she's going to be speaking to her head coach and the MVP.
And the MVP.
And it's going to be Yaz Edwards.
No, it is Liv Forster.
It's Liv Forster.
30 points, 6 threes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists and 9 steals on her 18th birthday. Congratulations to Liv Forster. A huge performance from her, some clutch threes, and a fantastic end to a great season for her. And congratulations to the whole Ipswich organisation. A fantastic game and a fantastic season.
Liv Forster, not only the MVP but also the team captain, being asked back up by Stuart Kellett and Stan, but she doesn't go up alone. Olivia Manning goes up with her to collect the trophy. And Ipswich are your under-18s Junior Final Four champions 2023. Incredible game, incredible scenes, two incredible teams. Nick Drain comes back out on the floor with one huge Ipswich flag for the photo op. And he's trying to get some people out of the crowd to come join in on the photo. They want to share this moment with the whole of the Ipswich family. And on they come. So as the Basketball England team once again clear the floor, we have of course another game coming up. We have the men's under-18s coming in a few minutes time, the Manchester Magic. This is the London Elite now. I can just about see my partner in crime, Kaz, over setting up to do the post-game interviews. Ipswich still on the floor, soaking up the atmosphere, getting as many photos as they can, and why not, hey? Thoroughly deserved. What an incredible performance by them. The whole family put the trophy in the middle, and they celebrate their club as they turn around, look at the fans, give them a wave. And we're going to be hearing from head coach Nick Drain and MVP Liv Forster. So I'm going to hand over to Kazi B courtside, where she will be giving you a chance to hear what the MVP and the head coach have got to say.
I'm here with Liv Forster. Liv, massive congratulations on today's win. How are you feeling after that? It looked like an absolute battle on court.
It was. The last few possessions were so important, and I think our depth really showed. Like when Louisa got fouled out and then Chris got fouled out, I think it just really shows that our team is so depth, and it's not just one person or five people. We really all deserve the win. And something that we noticed today, that link up between you and Yasmin was just, it was so fantastic to watch. Is that something that you've really grown into throughout the season? She is just amazing. The way that she has improved from last year is crazy. Like she just takes off, and she's so fast, and I just think we work together like in training all the time, and it's just great. She is fast, and you two together, I mean, that's a very fast combination. Again, Tess, down the stretch you hit some big three-pointers. How would you yourself and as a team just keep that composure? I think just my teammates trusting me to set me that screen to then be open is what helps me make my shots. Like they trust me. I know Nick Drain, my coach, trusts me with the world, so that confidence really just helps me, and I just shoot it. Well, congratulations, and congratulations on your MVP. Happy birthday. I'll let you go and celebrate with the team. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, Liv.
That's Liv Forster with Kazi B, and she'll be with Nick Drain in a couple of minutes' time. He's just doing another interview. But happy birthday to Liv. What a way to spend your 18th. I mean, you never forget your 18th birthday. But to win a championship and an MVP. And having won that game. So 75-72 was the score in the end, but there was nothing in it throughout the fourth quarter. It could have gone either way. And we're going to go straight down courtside with Cassie, who's with Nick Drain.
Nick, massive congratulations. You guys were here last year. You came up a bit short against CoLA. How does it feel to come back this season and get the win?
It's tough to put into words, Kaz, if I'm honest. We've been through a lot. On and off the court, this club, this team, this group of girls, the academy girls, it shows immense character. Last year we played CoLA in 2 national finals. The year before that we played CoLA in a national final as well. It's becoming a bit of a theme in junior and academy women's basketball in Division 1. Yeah, rivalry, but I'd like to think it's good for basketball, good for girls and women's basketball. You know, so to bounce back after last year, they obliterated us in both competitions last year, so we didn't obliterate them. So, you know, that team that they had last year was special, but this team that we've got this year is as special as I could ask for.
And you just mentioned it there, like that was an absolute showcase for women's basketball at the under-18 level. It was just a fantastic battle between the two of you.
Yeah, it always is. Yeah. Apart from those 2 games last year. I think that it's contrasting coaching styles, contrasting playing styles, which make for an entertaining game for the neutral. You know, when you go into playing CoLA, you know you're going to play against a very well coached team, very physical team. You know, and we have to find solutions for that. You have to make shots, make plays down the stretch, which we did today. And you know, this is for the girls. They did it. We just stand there and looking forward.
And the composure that the team held throughout the game, so you were down early on and able to come back into it. How do you know, how is that something you work on, that resilience?
Yeah, I think from a coaching perspective, you try and simulate difficult situations in practice whenever you can. We've played this team, I think, 9 times this season. We've played them in 6 national finals in the last 3 years. We know what each other do. I think with the poise and the calmness under pressure comes from preparation. You know that when we played them in the cup final, I think we went 12-0 up, and we knew that wasn't going to happen again. And so, you know, it was a tough game, hugely difficult, not very relaxing to coach. But no, great fun, and all credit to the girls.
Great. Well, congratulations, and I'll let you go and celebrate with the team.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That was head coach Nick Drain. Congratulations to him. He's all smiles now. What a great game and what a great day for his team. He's still chatting away to Cassie there. But listen, we want to thank you so much for joining us for that game. We have one more coming up. The teams are on the floor. Stay locked into the to the Basketball England YouTube channel. It's coming up next. We have the men's under-18s Final Four final between the Manchester Magic and the London Elite. Stick with us. We'll be right back with you.